Why can't I be this pretty on a regular basis? Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time, but today I got a video for you. We are talking about these brows, honey. Everybody asks, how do you get your brows so crispy, honey? Well, I'm going to show you today. So make sure you thumbs up this video, and without further ado, let's get into these brows. So when I start my makeup, I always start with brows first. Even when I do clients, I always start with the brows. And I use black opal powder in 400 medium, or you can use the setting powder of your choice. It doesn't matter. I start off with setting powder on my brows because I have very, very oily skin. So with putting setting powder on your brows, it takes away all the oils and my eyebrows can stay matte all day. I only use pencils on my brows, and this is the Morphe pencil in the color Java, and I love it so much. It's only $5 at your local Ulta, and it is a roll-up pencil with a spoolie end. To start my brows, I start brushing the hairs upwards. You want to get the hairs all up and out of your way. I also recommend having your eyebrows already arched and plucked. This helps. And yeah, I have a lot of glue on my eyes. I've been doing a lot of makeup looks lately. I start right in the middle of my brow, right where my arch is. It just kind of helps to see the outline and the shape of my brow. And I'm doing very small strokes. I'm taking my time, and with the tail end, I like to make it a little bit longer than what it is, because when I conceal, I can determine how long or how short I want my tail to be. And I also extend the front because it kind of just gives an illusion that I have very long and very thick brows, when I really don't. To fill in the front of my brows, I like to take my pencil and go upwards. This gives hair-like strokes, and it makes my eyebrows look fuller. For the top of my brow, I'm going to do the same thing I did at the bottom, small strokes going across. And if you are a makeup artist and you need help trying to figure out the arch, lift the brow up right at their temple, and you can kind of see where the arch is. It kind of helps give the illusion that their brow is like lifted. And as you can see, I kind of know how to make my arch by this point. I don't have much hair, so that's why I have to try to make it seem like I have a lot of hair, but I don't. But after that, you're going to take the top line and connect it to the bottom, and that's how we get our really crispy point. And then you're going to fill them in. And as you fill them in, brush the hairs upwards. You want to get the hairs out the way so you can kind of see what the brow is looking like. So make sure you brush your hairs upwards and go over any parts that you felt like you missed. I went ahead and finished the other brow off camera. You don't have to look like sisters, but maybe just extended cousins. At least it's still in the family. Right eyebrow arch is higher than my left one. I don't know, my face always looks like I have a question. But to move on, I am using the Maybelline concealer in 40. And for my brush, I like to use a dense brush, something that can be very flat and round. I know some people like to use like an angle brush, but that doesn't really work for me. So I like to use flat brushes that are kind of round, but they have to be kind of dense. So here I am again, starting in the middle. You're going to do the same thing that you did with your pencil. You're going to outline your brow just like you did, and take your time, little small strokes. Am I the only one that gets annoyed with people on YouTube that don't move their hair back when they do certain things? Like, I hate it, but here I am being that person because I sure enough did get concealer in my hair. I drag the concealer down onto my eyelids. It kind of helps with the base of my eyes when I do my eyeshadow. And with doing that, it kind of like takes away any type of demarcation from the concealer to the foundation. You want everything to look smooth. You don't want anything to have any harsh lines. So you want to really like drag the rest of the concealer downwards. For the very front of my brow, I like to use the Louise base in Rumour number 8 and my LA Girl in Fawn mix them together, and that's how I kind of get like a really nice ombre effect for my brows in the beginning. Sometimes I like to use the Maybelline concealer and drag it all the way to the front, but for like a nice, more natural look, I like to mix these two together, and it gives like a nice transition from the darker color to the brighter color to really highlight the arch of the brow anyway. Now, you don't have to do this part, but I do it just to see if my eyebrows are even. Of course, like I said, my eyebrows are not going to be the same, but I like to do that just to make sure they're kind of like the same level. Then I take like a really like fluffy, thick brush and I blend out my concealer just to make sure everything is seamless and smooth. So I'm finishing up my makeup and I wanted to show you how I conceal the top of my brows. So I'm using the same LA Girl concealer and I'm just slowly going around just like I did before. And I make little small strokes, and then once I'm done connecting it to the end, I'm going to blend it out with my brush. And there you have it, y'all. My face is done, the brows are done, and it's really not that hard. I just like to take my time on my brows. But the little tip I want to give you is that when you're done your makeup, take your pencil and go back over your brows. You know, our brows get wiped off when we do our foundation and do concealer, and you want to make sure they are really, really nice and even. So go back over your brows once you're done your makeup, fill them in, and they'll look good, y'all. I hope you took every tip that I gave you, and I hope that it works out for you. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope to see you again soon. Love you guys. Bye.